It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Go to set. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming to Tony Cross. Let him know. Let him run it.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
Buddy up. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. No chance.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Patriots have it. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, 33 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Lawrence Guy busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Jackson.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Brady to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the eye.
Shadow. Check 24. Check it. Reload. Alpha.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's got some space here. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end. Zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Here we go. Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And that pick just sets it. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Hey, 4 down.
Rip on 2, on here. What's up?
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running from the gun with Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Sony Michel, his first carry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Wahoo!
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Alert!
Here's Brady to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's a second down run with Sanders. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Touch! 120!
It's just me and you.
Great 15! Great 15!
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Patriots nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Watch the ship.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
That's what I do. Check 26, check 26. Hey, Alabama.
Brady to throw again. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Brady rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, check it.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd down, Michelle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Brady now to throw. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 13. Check 13. Kill. Let's go on. No, 66.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Lance Kendricks. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Patriots 7. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
74, 74.
Hey, 25. 25 the mic. Switch up. Hey, 25 the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
25 the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Now Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Watch out. Slam.
To throw again on second down. Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the safety creep. Shift.
Check it, reload.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10.
Hey, watch the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
53 the mic.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. To throw is Wentz. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Bring it. Slam. Jumper.
Rip. 72.
They do go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
72.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 41 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.